blame myself for my mistakes. I'm only human. Switch.
Se ve eso, te ves como travieso. Quiero probar tu beso. Ay, qué rico se ve eso, te ves como travieso. Quiero probar tu beso.
Kato?
Rico, rico, qué ricos, ricos. Se ve eso, te ves como travieso. Quiero probar tu beso. Ay, qué rico se ve eso, te ves como travieso. Quiero probar tu beso. Rico, rico, love you, love you, love you. Qué ricos, ricos, love you. Love you, love you. Rico,
Alright, what's up guys? How we all doing today? Sorry for the confusion with the stream getting all out of whack. I had my OBS screen set up. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me. I had my OBS screen set up to have a vertical view of the stream and then a horizontal view, which is what you're seeing now. And I was trying to edit it and make sure it went, tried to get it to go into both, but I guess it literally only did the vertical one and it got all messed up. So, what's up guys? How's everybody doing today? Who's ready to play some chess, y'all? Who's ready to run up some chess? Let's go win some money. Alright, sweet, awesome. Dude, I still want to try and get this into shorts though. I want to try something real quick. Let's go to docs. Yeah, so super, what happened was when I turned the stream on, it literally only went to the vertical view, and obviously we have to have the horizontal view, like no matter what. The horizontal view is like the main one, and it literally only went to the vertical view, and I tried to change it, and then the whole stream just blew up. So I turned the whole thing off, deleted the scheduled one that I had, and I just started the new stream with the horizontal view by itself. So it's quite unfortunate, but you know, it's whatever. What's up, Mongo? How are you? All right, I'm gonna try it. Hang on. Everybody stand by. Full Stripe's trying to get his stream into the YouTube shorts, which I thought I figured it out yesterday, but I guess I didn't. Let's see here. What's up, everybody? 9 people in here. What's up, guys? say hi. Be sure to like the stream. Dang, dude. Every time, even when I like refresh my, because I watch the chat on my second YouTube account. Even on my second YouTube account, I get ads, bro. You can only stream vertical if you want to do it, I guess. That's really weird, bro. Like, where I was seeing it, it said I could do both. So hang on. Hopefully this doesn't absolutely whack up the stream, but we're gonna see. Vertical. Okay, that didn't mess anything up, right? Nothing got messed up. Everything's still okay. Sweet. I am monetized now, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took me a while. It took me like good solid 2 years. Then again, in that 2-year span, I did stop posting for about 6 months. And then when I started the Discord server, I started posting almost every day, and here we are. 30 chess tournaments later. Is there any problem with vertical? Yeah, so I have the vertical pulled up here. Let me bring this down here. Docs, vertical scenes. Okay, let's bring you over here. Docs, vertical sources. Okay, you go there. So I'm on, so I can see myself on the vertical screen here. Let me see what happens. I have a backup stream key I can use. Let me try and use that. Backup URL copy. Yeah, backup URL copy. And guys, please bear with me. This is brand new to me. I'm trying to stream in shorts while also streaming in the main horizontal view that you guys are used to seeing. Okay, so streaming. Where is it? Stream key. There you are. Okay, paste. Okay. That didn't screw anything up, right? We're all good still? Thanks, Cub. I appreciate that. I think Full Strive is Unk. I am, in fact, Unk. In the flesh. People have choice to can either watch you in their shorts feed or they can watch the way they are watching now. The only thing is that it will be vertical the whole time. Yeah, exactly. I will need everybody that is actually playing though to be in the horizontal view because of... Yeah, I'll need everybody to be in the horizontal view because I don't have the clauses on the vertical screen. So, okay, it looks like everything's fine. I do want to pull up my YouTube real quick and see. Super, can you see if I'm like streaming in shorts too? Alright, well my YouTube doesn't want to work on my mobile device. Please wait. What am I waiting for? Yeah, see, this isn't working. Alright, well my YouTube doesn't want to work on my mobile device. It's not streaming into shorts. I think I have to run 2 streams at a time. Yeah, I think I gotta run 2 streams at a time. Alright, what's up, Mrs. Mongo? How are you? Okay. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm gonna try it. Oh boy, okay. So, create, go live. Yeah, see, I'm already live though. What if I schedule the stream not showing in shorts? Yeah, I don't think it's showing in shorts at all. Or showing in shorts at all. What's up, Nick? How are you? Doing good. Good to hear that, Mrs. Mongo. Dude, I don't freaking get why. Dude, I really wanted to. Yeah, I was thinking about running 2 streams, but YouTube won't let me do or start another stream because I'm currently streaming on the main one. Oh my gosh. Like this has to happen. Like this has to happen like soon, dude. Because like. All systems are go right now. My FK keyboard. Alright guys, bear with me guys. If you guys are just joining us, I'm trying to figure out how to run dual stream and stream this tournament into YouTube Shorts because I have a layout all created and everything for YouTube Shorts. I just have to figure out how to stream this. So I have the backup in here. What does this button do? Background check, backflip. Stream all vertical outputs. Oh, okay. I'm very scared this button's gonna blow everything up. So guys, bear with me. I'm pushing this button. Cannot access a specified channel or stream key. Please double check your stream key. If it is correct, there may be a problem connected to the server. Oh Lord. This is quite an unfortunate turn of events. What's up, Quill? How are you today, homie? How do we go about this? How do we go about this? How do we go about this? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, please be sure to stay put. We're gonna get started here momentarily. Super, I might just have to can this for this tournament. I'm doing good, bro. Just trying to figure out how to get everything set up for this stream. Yeah, Super, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Guys, Paris just blew up from this. It probably did. It honestly probably did. Oh, how unfortunate. Tragedy has befallen us, ladies and gentlemen. But never fear, yeah, full strive is here. I don't think it's gonna work. Gosh dang it. I think it only lets me run a stream in either or. I think it only lets me run a stream either or. So uncivilized. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. What does studio mode do? Oh, that just makes it look like poop. Okay. Alright. Okay. The Shorts live is too powerful. Yeah, that's probably why. Alright, screw it. We gotta get started, guys. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to wait for another day. And also, I'm gonna delay the ads whenever we're reading the clauses and whenever we are about to begin. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off. For now. Okay. Coolino, what's up, everybody? What's up, guys? What's up? We are about to get started. Go ahead and start letting me know you're in the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and post a poll down here. Create poll. Are you currently in the full Strive YouTube stream? Please check in. Check in. I am lame. Okay, 24 hours. Okay. Everybody go to Chess Club. The poll is posted to check in with Full Strive. Why? Whoa. Do not paste that in there. Okay, copy link. Alright, cool. Chess Club in the Discord server is where you guys can check in with me. Awesome. I'm getting adding your stream. I'm back. Yeah, you should be getting ads in the stream. I'll delay the ads for now. All right, ads are delayed for 10 minutes while everybody starts checking in. All right, awesome. Who clinched yesterday? Some people guaranteed spots yesterday. Who was it? It was Mongo, Cub, and you. All right, Mongo, Cub, and you. All right, Mongo, you, and Cub. This is not final. We are getting everything situated, so everything is not final currently, guys. We don't have very many people in here at the moment, though, which is quite tragic, I must say. Super, I'm not gonna be able to figure it out, bro. Like, it wants me. I have to start 2 separate streams. And the YouTube video I watched, like, I downloaded like a third-party software into my OBS, and it that gave me, like, you saw the screenshot I sent you. It let me stream vertically, but I just don't really understand. All right, Nick, he, Sequoia, you, Cub, Kiet, Mongo, Super. You guys all in here? Are you guys all in here? I'm just gonna start plugging in names. Supra. Nick. We'll put Nick in here. Nick, I'm gonna probably have to make you do time odds. Sweet, thanks for checking in. Awesome. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. I'm plugging and placing right now, guys. Close in here. I'll put Quill in here. This bracket's not final too, by the way, guys. So everybody please bear with Full Strife as he currently tries to overcome a case of tism. He. Are you playing today? Are you in here? Yeah, timeouts is fine? Alright, sick. Unless you're playing against someone who... Like, if you're playing against someone who you would just absolutely polarize, I'll give timeouts. But if you're playing against, like, Brutus or somebody else, I'm probably not going to do that. Because Brutus usually gives you a fair fight. I don't think he's gotten you quite yet. But usually he does give you a fair fight. Okay, alright. Ads are paused at the moment, guys, as a reminder. Why do we not have enough people in here right now? Where is everybody? Is you in here? You in here? Dang. Alright, well, this is a bit of a plot twist. It would seem we do not currently have enough people. Alright, there's 10 people in here right now. If you're not on the bracket right now, can you check in with here? Or check in with me? Yeah, Brutus, Katie, and Recris don't need timeouts. Okay. Yo, bro. You hopping in the stream? All morning. Okay, what's up, Explore Chess? Explore Chess, I just sent you a message on Discord, actually. LOL. Alright, I'm gonna plug Explore Chess in here. Oh, so uncivilized. I wonder if I could stream from my phone. Dude, your 2025 recap is here. I am here already? Heck yeah, my man Explore Chess. Explore Chess, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to... I am sorry that I have not been able to message you back. Yeah, streaming on my phone is just not optimal. Who do I not have? Dude, who's in here right now that's not in the bracket right now? Can you guys check in with me? I am waiting. Once this bracket fills, I'm just going to go ahead and start the thing. I might just negate the audience giveaway too, because we have like nobody in here right now. Quite unfortunate. And I'm definitely going to have to probably speed run, or we're definitely going to have to fly through this tournament. This tournament might be a little different compared to our usual tournaments. Everything will be normal in the main bracket, though. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Oh, we had 4 people remove their check-in. Okay. He removed his check-in, okay. Alright, you is here, yes. What's up, you? How are you doing today, homie? Yeah, we're gonna have to just get started, guys. We don't have enough people. If you guys want to stick around and still support the stream, though, I would very much appreciate it. Even though we're not gonna do the audience giveaway today. Do I have Brutus in here? Oh, I don't have Brutus in here? Oh, shoot. My bad, Brutus. My apologies, good sir. My apologies. All right, Mongo, you. We're just going to do this the traditional way. Mongo, you, Cub, Supra, Nick, Quill, Brutus, and Explore Chess. You guys all in here? I'm going to start switching up this bracket here. Let me put my thinking cap on. Quill, you're gonna have to give timeouts too, probably. Alright, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright. Here. Awesome! Dope. Alright. Mongo, Nick, Cub, Supra. Mongo, Nick, Cub, Supra. I don't know what to do with this one. Supra's played so many different people. I'm gonna do. Super against Quill. And then this matchup's final. I'm debating if I want to switch this one up or not. Think. What the hell? I was facing SB and Blitz. Ooh. Jeez, that's crazy work, bro. Brutus, and I'm probably gonna give you timeouts against Explore Chess too. Or give Explore Chess timeouts against you. And Nick, I'm gonna have you give timeouts against Mongo too. All right, so this game will not have timeouts. This game will have, yeah, this bracket's final. All right, so Nick's gonna give Mongo 1 minute timeouts. You two are gonna play normal. 1 minute timeouts. Quill's gonna give Super 1 minute timeouts because Quill's a higher elo player, and then Bruce is gonna give Explore Chess 1 minute timeouts. Capiche, capoosh. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the recording, and let's go ahead and read these clauses, guys. Alrighty, y'all. Clause 1. Players must have a chess.com account that has been active for at least over 3 months. Players must have a minimum of 200 games played on chess.com. Players must have a minimum of 50 rapid games played on chess.com. And players can only participate with one account. If a player is caught with multiple accounts participating, it will be an automatic ban from the server. Clause 2. If a player is caught cheating, which includes using engines or any outside help, you will be banned from the server on the spot. All games will be reviewed at the end of each tournament to confirm nobody used any outside sources. If foul play is confirmed, it will be an automatic server ban on the spot. There is absolutely no smurfing. If you are caught smurfing, this will result in an automatic ban from the server. There is a maximum of 8 participants for every tournament, and every tournament is first come, first serve. Clause 3. The victory prize for all 4-stripe chess tournaments is $10 sent via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, or a chess.com gold membership, and there is no other method. Every match is 3 minutes per player with 2 seconds of bonus time, and each match will use a randomized wheel spin that I will provide on stream to decide who plays with white and who plays with black. I will assign one of the active game players to start each match with the proper settings. All tournament matches are also single elimination. Winner moves on, loser is eliminated. Clause 4. All games will be played one at a time from top to bottom in the live bracket that 4-stripe will have on stream so all viewers can follow and watch each match. If a game ends in a tie, players will immediately play a 2-minute bullet tiebreaker with no bonus time. If there is a third tie, players will play a 1-minute bullet game with no bonus time until there is a winner. The player who had the black pieces in each drawn game will get to decide what color they want to play as in the next tiebreaker game as well. Clause 5. Both players must wait 5 seconds as soon as the game begins before playing their first move each so that 4-stripe can get into the game and live stream it for the audience. Players are required to exit the stream during their match to avoid any unfair advantage. If a player is caught on the viewer list while the game is being played, it will be an immediate disqualification on the spot. Players will get one warning for this, and if this is done a second time, the player will be banned from the server. In the event that a game's settings are not properly set up, the game, like choosing the wrong color, doing the wrong time control, or the game is aborted, the game will be immediately forfeited by both players and will result in a single 2-minute bullet match with no bonus time to determine the winner. Clause 6. Players must check in with me on stream before exiting for each match and type "I acknowledge" in the stream chat before I read you the pre-game terms and conditions for the current match at hand. If both players fail to acknowledge the 4-stripe pre-match terms and conditions, the match will be immediately forfeited and a magic wheel spin will be conducted to decide who plays who. And a magic wheel spin will be conducted to decide who will advance. If just one player fails to acknowledge and the other still does, the player who acknowledged will move on to the next round by default, and the other player will be eliminated and suspended for one tournament. Clause 7. 4-stripe will be actively commentating every tournament match and will not be reading the YouTube live stream chat during matches. Do not ping me on Discord while matches. I will be reading the YouTube live stream chat while I'm doing that. So I still need to update all these. Do not ping me on Discord while matches are actively happening. If there's an issue or you have a question, please ask him out in chat or on Discord. If you want updates on when I am live for each tournament, please turn on the YouTube notifications bell or visit the YouTube updates channel on Discord to stay up to date for when I start each live stream. If you are a creator and wish to get a copy of your tournament matches, please DM 4-stripe your email on Discord and feel free to post these clips however you want. Clause 8. Immediately after the tournament concludes, 4-stripe will be reviewing the tournament matches for each player that is still in the YouTube live stream. These reviews are all recorded and will be forever available under the live tab on the 4-stripe YouTube channel. The winner of each tournament is required to private message me their preferred method of payment and a picture of their choosing to post in the Wall of Fame channel in the Discord server, the most prestigious channel in the entire community. The winner has 1 hour as well after the tournament ends to send payment info and a Wall of Fame photo, or else the winnings will be considered void. And you guys stick around. If anybody sticks around and wants me to review their game, I will, since we're going a little bit faster. Clause 9. Bring your best to this tournament, and please say "I acknowledge" in the stream chat if you accept our 4-stripe tournament clauses. I repeat, bring your best to this tournament, and please say "I acknowledge" in the stream chat if you accept our 4-stripe tournament clauses. Manga, you're getting time odds. Calm down. Well, it's good that we're not playing Bullet then, huh? I lack knowledge. Message on Discord. Explore chat, you're funny. I just saw your message on Discord. Yeah, we're gonna try and fly through this tournament. While still getting some good games in. I'm expecting everybody to play absolutely insane. Give 4-stripe his content, please. 4-stripe requires content. And an ad just popped up. Make Mongo play Bullet. He can send the challenge then? Okay. Alright. Cub, Nick, Supra, Quill, Explore Chess, Brutus, Mongo, and who else am I missing? Cub, Nick, Supra, Quill, Explore Chess, Brutus, Mongo. You. I need you to acknowledge, sir. Please acknowledge you. If you don't mind, please acknowledge. You guys don't have each other added on chess.com? Oh, then that means I gave you guys the correct matchup. That means you guys haven't played before. Alright. Nick, can you send Mongo a friend request, please? Alright. Awesome. Looks like you already did. Sweet. And guys, please be sure to like the stream before we go ahead and get started. Please. Pretty please. All right, awesome. All right, cool. Where are my sunglasses? That's awkward. Can't have a full stripe chest room without the sunglasses. All right, awesome. I also need to give Supra mod privileges. All right, Supra mod. I don't think I ever gave LG mod privileges. That is. All right, sick. Awesome. All right, cool. Alrighty, guys. It is time to start the full strive chess tournaments. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the magic wheel to decide who plays with white and who plays with black between Mongo and Mr. Nick. Awesome. Where's the magic wheel? There you are, magic wheel. Go ahead and plug you guys in. Alrighty, Mongo and Nick, welcome to the first magic wheel spin of the day. Whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces, and we will be starting to watch the tournament from white's perspective in this one. And for the first time today, guys, may the wheel be ever in your favor. And it will be Nick playing with the white pieces. And Nick, you are required to give... You're required to give Mongo 1 minute time odds in this 3+2 bullet game. Or Blitz game. Alright. Awesome. Nick, why are you playing a game right now? Bro's playing a bullet game right now. Nick, you let me know when you're back in the stream, please. Nick, let me know when you're back in the stream. Why are you playing a game right now? Oh my. Oh my. Alright, awesome. Thank you. Alright, cool. Alrighty, Nick and Mongo, welcome to game 1 of the full stripe chess tournament. This is going to be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted or anything of the sort, you will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute bullet game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and Nick will be required to wait 1 minute after playing his first 1 to 3 moves to give Mongo timeouts in this game. And if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and start your game. Best of luck to you two, and may the best player win. Thank you, sirs. Best of luck. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 of the 4-Stripe Chess Tournament between Nick and Mongo. Nick, one of our very strong and decorated players in the 4-Stripe Chess Tournament format, will be facing off against Mongo, who has played in hundreds, if not thousands, of 4-Stripe Chess Tournaments, has seen some struggle in the past with time, with moves, with coordination, with his time usage, period. But in this game, Mongo is going to be looking to change all of that and defeat a very strong opponent in Nick. Now, you are probably wondering why Nick is currently not playing a move. We are requiring him to wait until there is 2 minutes on his clock before playing his next couple of moves. This is because Nick is a little bit higher ELO than Mongo. We always do that whenever we have higher ELO players playing against lower ELO players to make the game a little more fair. As Nick now is within 10 seconds of being able to play his next move, and will you stream after tournament at 4-Stripe? I'll stream for a little bit after tournament. As Nick's time gets to 2 minutes and he develops a knight here to f3, Mongo immediate response with knight to c6. Bishop comes in here now to b5. Pawn push forward here for Mongo to d6, and now we see a d4 push here from Nick. Bishop now slides up here for Mongo. Mongo remaining calm. Now the knight develops here for b3. The knight develops here to c3. I can't read letters, apparently. And also, this is a Rui Lopez opening old Sinus defense. And now the bishop takes back, and we see a pawn takes. Ooh. And then it appears that Mongo might be losing a pawn here. If Mongo takes back here, the knight's going to take right here, right? Actually, no. After takes, Nick will probably take the queen first, rook will take, and then take here. And then probably castle shortly after that. Now, Mongo's taking a little bit of a think. He is beside himself already on move 7. It appears that a pawn has been blundered. But is there hope that he could perhaps, by chance, win this pawn right back? As the pawn does take the pawn, Nick does exchange the queens here. And Nick is going to take this pawn right here. And that is exactly what is done. And now Mongo's going to have to do something about this bishop. What exactly? I am not too sure. Bishop comes in here. I imagine Nick's just going to go ahead and take this bishop and just mess up Mongo's pawn structure here. It makes sense. Double pawns are always bad. We always teach that double pawns are usually not the best. Now the knight develops in here to f6 after the knight falls back here for Nick. Ooh, but I do believe that might blunder a fork. I think that might blunder a fork. It's served up on a silver platter here for Nick. Does Nick find pawn push to e5? Oh, it is a brutal transition. Oh, but instead the bishop comes in. Now Mongo needs to slide his bishop back. He somehow, some way escaped the fork here. But instead he brings the bishop in here. Oh, this is going to get really dicey very fast. I imagine the bishop will probably... I don't know if you actually want to take there. If bishop takes, I imagine Mongo will take right back. Pawn's going to be forced to take, so that will be check on the king. And then after that is conducted, the pawn will take the bishop right back here. So Mongo needs to take this, probably needs to... Yeah, I guess you can go that way first too. Nick now castles here. Does Mongo castle here? I wonder if... this is going to sound goofy, but I wonder if you should have slid the king there and then brought like the rook here and then tried to go like that way maybe. But Mongo vouches to castle. I don't hate it. As the pawn now pushes here, do you take this bishop? Or, excuse me, do you use the bishop to take this knight now? Yes, short stream after tournament. Pawn takes here, knight now takes. Now you probably want to take this, knight now. I know Mongo is down a piece right now as it currently looks, but I'm pretty sure doubling the pawns here could prove problematic here for Nick. Now, do you bring the bishop down here? He vouches to slide the bishop here. Attacking this pawn, it would seem. I feel like this move could have been a little bit more viable because now the rook can get over here, and now you're going to be forced. And yeah, Nick also has his pawn push here. Bishop now slides down here to attack the pawn. Okay. Now what exactly will Nick do here? As his clock continues to tick, he's at 53 seconds, and he got 2 more seconds. By the way, this is 3 plus 2. Every time you make a move, you get 2 seconds of bonus time. Pawn push here now here to the f6 square. Knight now slides over here for Nick. This pawn is covered as Mongo slides the king forward. Quite a fascinating move, I must say. Now the knight jumps in here. The knight's going on an absolute adventure. The horsey stable is quite literally unstable. Now what does Mongo do here? I wonder if Mongo could have an idea of bringing the rook over, maybe? You gotta worry about this here too. That's now the pawn pushes here for Nick. Nick is a lot lower on time too, might I add. Those timeouts appear to be getting to him as Mongo is still currently up a whole minute on the clock. Mongo doing a stellar job with his time control right now. As the rook now slides over here. The rook cannot take because the rook would take right back. And if you take this rook, the rook's going to take right back. I imagine Mongo's going to want to keep this rook on the board. Now, you could probably... Ooh, Mongo vouches to take the rook. Okay, quite fascinating as the rook immediately takes right back here on the A1 square. Now, I feel like Mongo's plan of attack should be to... As the knight comes in with check. Which way do you go? You go back? I almost wonder if you should go back. Yeah, that's what Mongo vouches to do. Now the knight jumps in here to attack the bishop. The bishop's going to be forced to move. But where exactly does the bishop go? Ooh, you need to cover this square. You have to cover this square. You have to slide back. You have to... Oh, no. It's bad. It's bad for Mongo. As Nick... There's a fork! And he misses the fork! Oh! He had the fork, but he missed it. Now the rook slides in here. Knight now jumps back here. Bishop is under fire. As the bishop now takes the pawn, it was free. A gift from God in the literal free piece. Pawn now pushes here to attack the knight. Now the knight jumps in here. Where exactly is he to go next with it? Bishop now comes in here attacking the knight. Can the knight just slide over here? It does appear to be so, as the knight does in fact jump in here now. Now, you are going to be forced to move this bishop again. He does slide the bishop back here. Nick's clock continues to dwindle. I believe Mongo is literally just playing moves to try and keep pressure on Nick's clock, as now the knight slides over here. The rook is under fire. You're going to have to move it. And the rook does, in fact, slide down here, attacking this pawn. Oh, it is getting spookier and spookier by the mere second. Pawn push here now for Nick. He had to play a move, but unfortunately to no avail, as now the pawn is blundered, and Mongo wastes no time capturing it. 20 seconds on Nick's clock now. He does gain 2 extra seconds after sliding the rook over to A1 to defend that pawn. Bishop now slides in here. Knight jumps in. You have to be careful. There's a check here. You probably don't want to go here. Ideally, you don't want to go there. If you go there, you're cooked. Game won't be over, but it will be pretty rough for Mongo. The knight's going to jump in here with check. That is exactly what happens. And Mongo does a good job keeping an eye on that pawn, too. That would have been a fork of the pieces right here if Mongo didn't keep that rook there. Now, do you slide forward here? I do believe there are no checks. Oh. This is scary. This is very scary. A discovered check threat is looming. Mongo's got to move his king, and that's exactly what he does. He slides the king over. Now, does Nick have a check here? No. Nick slides the king up here with 17 seconds on his clock. Time is ticking. Does he have enough time to formulate a plot to win this game? Knight now jumps in here to the D8 square. King desperately slides forward here to that G6 square. And now with 14 seconds on Nick's clock, he is at a loss of words as the rook now slides in here to the E8 square. King slides forward. I don't know what the friggity frick that did. Mongo getting pieces off the board, exactly what he's supposed to do in a spot like this. In most rook and pawn endgames, it is a draw, even if a player is up in material. I do think Mongo... Actually, no. You don't want to trade here. Now, Mongo needs to start... you start pushing P here? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. 12 seconds on Nick's clock. He slides the king forward here with 14 seconds on his clock. And now the pawn's pushing forward here for Nick. There's no time to waste here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming down to the wire. As Nick now slides his king over here to the E4 square, Mongo with 17 seconds on his clock moves the rook all the way down. And now the pawn pushes forward here. Pawn takes. I imagine pawn will take back. No, the other pawn takes. Well done here from Nick. King now slides forward. Check is granted again by Mongo. Check is given. Do you take here? I think you can take. Mongo needs to take. If you take the rook, you have to take the rook here. Ooh, as Mongo blunders the pawn. If you would have taken the rook, pieces are falling off the board. One at a time. Oh, Mongo had another threat. And now everything's trapped, it would seem. King slides forward. The king can't get out. The rook is blocking its escape. And now the king is freed. Check is given. You cannot go here. Good job. Bring the rook over here. Now the king slides down. Rook check is granted. King slides forward, slides down again. Both players are shuffling, trying to get more time on their clock. Oh my lord, it is coming down to the literal bottom of the barrel here. As the rook now slides forward here. Do you take here? No, he slides the rook over. Oh, that might be crippling though. That might be really bad. Check is granted. Rook is going to be forced to slide once again. Do you come all the way back? Mongo goes here. He vouches to slide there. Now, do you bring the rook over here? Check is granted again. King slides up here to the c3 square. Oh my word, these guys are in an absolute scurry. As now Nick is above, and Nick's been above in time for the previous couple of moves. This onslaught of moves has literally brought him back into this game. As now Mongo takes the pawn. King slides forward. Rook is going to be forced to move. You're going to have to check. You're going to have to check. You have to check. You have to check. No choice. You have no choice. But instead he slides the rook forward. And now a queen is promoted. And now there's going to be nothing to stop the rook and the king from getting this pawn. It is excruciatingly painful for Mongo. As the king now very coolly and calmly slides forward, and the rook will capture the pawn here. And if Nick knows how to run his rook and king endgames, which to checkmate, he will finish this off in style. Or instead, Mongo will let his clock dwindle down on move 85, one of the longest full drive chess tournament games we have ever seen in our days. GG's to Nick. GG's to Mongo. Congratulations, Nick. You're moving on, and everybody be sure to tell Mongo GG's in the chat. That game was rough and brutal, and it came down to the literal final few moves. Okay, Mongo. This spot right here. You had to take the rook. If you take the rook here, so you went here. If you take the rook, I know you're in a time scramble, but if you take the rook here, takes. You come down. King comes up. You go here. King takes. Nick can't push that pawn. If king takes. You go here. Push, and then promote with check. I don't know if the king would have been there, but I think that was your way to win that game. Just wanted to show that to you real quick. But GG's, you guys played a really good game. Congratulations, Nick. All right. Nicholas. All right. GG's, Mongo. GG's. Everybody tell Mongo GG's. Everybody be nice. That was a crazy game. But unfortunately, Mongo will be seeing the end of his tournament. Alright, Nick slides up here. Alright, cool. There was an ad that came in between... I'm just going to edit it and just turn the ads off for now. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Alright, I turned off ads. I have it in automatic now. So you guys should be clear. King B6 instead of King B5 still draw? Okay, word. Yeah, they're revenue to ads. I turned them off though for you guys. Alright, cool. Cub and you are coming up next. Let's go ahead and pull with the magic wheel to decide who plays with white and who plays with black. What I might actually do, Super, I might stream the reviews in shorts. I feel like that'd be plausible. Okay. Magic wheel. Alright, and there are no timeouts to be granted, and we're watching from Black's perspective in this one. You and Cub, welcome to the second magic wheel spin of the day, and may the wheel be ever in your favor. and it will be you playing with the white pieces, and Cub will have the black pieces. And you, when the time comes, I would like for you to send the challenge to Mr. Cub. I'm hearing lots of crap over here. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Friends. Measure you. There you are. All right. You and Cub, you guys are in here, right? You and Cub. Can you guys let me know you guys are in here before I read the pre-match terms and conditions? Are you in here? All right, cool. You? But what is crap? Not warming up is crap. I hate it when that happens. Waiting on you. Where's you? I'm gonna message him on Discord real fast. You, please let me know when you're back in the stream, please. Yo, we're gonna give you timeout, Supra. You, where are you? Waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you. Take on me. Hey, by the way, guys. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. CST Central Standard American Time, I am uploading my favorite YouTube video I have ever made in my entire life. The video is called Win at Chess or Stick Your Face in the Snow. And I stuck my face in the snow for a very, very long time, and I'm not very happy about it. I think I still have brain damage from it. Not that I didn't have brain damage before, but now I have even more brain damage. And yeah, be sure to tune into that when it goes live tomorrow. I am so incredibly excited about it. You all do great. Enjoying watching. Shout out to Mrs. Mongo. Dude, where is you? Oh my goodness, you. Where are you, bro? You, please come back. You. Oh, he messaged me? Bro, that black profile pic guy is me. I don't see your comments. I don't see you. Where are you? Can you guys see you talking? Why can't I see you? Let me look at my main screen. Can any of you guys see you talking in the chat? Yeah, he's talking. He sent me a screenshot. His chats aren't loading for some reason. All right, you let me know if you get that squared away, and if you can't, I'll just message you on Discord. Message me on Discord if you send a message and you think I can't see it. There you are. There you are. There you are. I see you now. You shouldn't be shadow banned. I don't know why the freaking heck you would be. There's no reason why you should be anywhere near shadow banned. All right, whatever. All right, sorry about that, you. You have the white pieces, and Cub has the black pieces, by the way. Alrighty, you and Cub. I'm gonna have you send the challenge to Cub. And guys, this is gonna be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game's settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted or anything of the sort, you will both be, subject to an immediate 2-minute ball game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each. And if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and start your game. And best of luck to you two, and may the best player win. All right, the new goal of this stream is the new goal of this tournament is to complete the tournament before Batman wakes up. Batman is literally sound asleep. We have to keep it that way. Thank you for acknowledging, guys. Get out of here. Jack, go ahead and start dropping your predictions. Who's going to win this game? Who we got in this one? Alrighty, and ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for Game 2 of the Full Strive Chess Tournament between Cub and you. Cub will be playing with the black pieces, as you will be playing with the white pieces. You representing the Indian flag and Cub representing the United States of American flag, as E4 is played on the board by you. This is a brilliant move, but Cub responds with the worst move possible, G6. He should have gone C6 and then D4, or D5, wow, D5. But to know there is still a solid opening. If he a little fianchetto bishop action, nothing that bad. Ooh, that might be a rough move here from Cub though. As the pawn now pushes here for you. Knight now jumps in here. Do you go here with the pawn? No, the bishop jumps in. Ooh. Things might be getting dicey here fast, folks. Now what do you do with this knight? Do you jump here? Defends with the pawn. Quite fascinating. You or Cub will win, says Quill in the chat. You maybe or Cub. Now the knight jumps in here. Your last song was Hindi. If it was copyright free. Pawn takes back. Now we get a castles here for Mr. Cub. Good job getting your king to safety. You have to try and do something about this bishop here. This bishop is absolutely useless right now, as well as the knight. The knight, you ideally probably don't want to go here because the bishop would just take and then double your pawns on the side of the board, and ideally that's probably really, really bad in most spots. So you probably don't really want to do that. I would probably eventually perhaps push this pawn forward, maybe. You might be able to push the pawn forward here. You place en passant, take here, and then maybe move the bishop up. And that's exactly what Cub vouches for. Nicely done. Bishop now slides back here. You does not play en passant. And Cub should honestly get his bishop into the game right here. Try and get that knight off the board. If the pawn does push here, you probably just want to go ahead and exchange. But instead he moves the knight first. Very fascinating technical development here, I must say. Both of these players have never, ever experienced the greatness, the glory of winning the Full Strive Chess Tournament. And both of them are looking to make some noise here early, silencing the other in a duel of the fates. Queen now slides forward here to the D2 square. Most old songs have copyright. They do. It's kind of annoying. Knight now develops here to the B6 square. It appears you do not take here. Do not take that bishop. You never, ever, ever take that bishop. And now this is kind of annoying because you can't bring your bishop up here because if you do, the knight's just going to move and your bishop's going to be stuck in no man's land. It's going to look really goofy and you probably don't really want to do that. Although if you do go here, ooh, not there. Wow. Here. If the bishop slides back, I'd probably still take. The knight jumps in though. This is a very fascinating turn of events. Oh my word, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns on that side of the board. On this file right here, the C file. That is crazy, bro. Now I genuinely wonder, is there any way you could get the bishop here and then here perhaps? And just lock down the entire system? Put the game on lock? Complete and utter turmoil? Where is Captain Bill? I think he's camping or something. King takes G7 was the previous move played. You taking a little bit of a think here. As you should. There's a lot happening in this position. What is the best way to go about this? Maybe you probably don't want to move this rook actually, because then the queen would just take. You got just to push a pawn forward here. That does appear to be a bit of a waiting move, although at the same time, it does stop the bishop from getting here. I think Cub should navigate here and then here. I think that's his best route, if I'm to be honest. But instead he pushes the pawn forward here. I honestly don't hate that move. That's probably an inaccuracy somehow, some way via the 3000 ELO engine, but TBD. I don't think it's that bad. It does stop the knight from getting here, I guess. I do think you want to try and start getting pieces into the game, though. In the middle game, you want to activate your pieces and start putting pressure on your opponent as best as you possibly can. King now slides down here for you. That's quite interesting. You has used a lot of time as well. Got over with my exams today. Congratulations, Super. That's freaking awesome. I bet that's such a relief. And now, you do have a tactic here too, I guess. I was gonna say something like this, but the pawn can just take, and then you ideally probably don't want to surrender this file to the queen. Ooh, now the bishop comes in. Oh, that move is bad. Low-key loses a tempo. No, the knight slides over instead. Ooh. Ooh. Pawn push. Oh, no. And now you're going to take with this pawn. And now, these pawns are all but passers. Because if you take here, the rook's going to take it. If you bring this rook over, the other rook's going to come in, and it's going to be double-stacked rooks. And this file is going to be used for the taking. Don't review my game or I will leave the stream. It was crap. All right, roger that, Mongo. And now Cub taking a little bit of a think. Does he want to take that pawn, or does he not want to take that pawn? He does take the pawn, and now the rook's going to take right back here. And now, as soon as you bring this rook over, this other rook is going to be coming in, and it is going to be brutal coming down on this file in the E section of the board. Clean up on aisle 3, loading. For Mr. U. Does U spot rook E1 though? I do think rook E1's probably the best way to go about this. I mean, maybe in some instances you could bring the queen down. I believe that's a slight inaccuracy because ideally you probably want to get this rook. Oh, actually, now that I think about it too. Yeah, if you bring that rook over and you go takes, queen has that pawn, no? I just seen that. Whew. The who's down in Whoville liked you a lot. It's reality relief. I bet it's the biggest relief ever. Nothing is better than completing school, bro. For a turn. Rook takes. Now I believe Cub will go ahead and take this piece here, yeah? I guess you gotta be very careful too. Ooh. Bring the queen over. No, slides the rook down. Or slides the rook over, I should say. Wait, do you have a tactic here? Can you go here? How do you, oh my gosh, he's going to try it. I think you could just bring the rook over here, no? Or the king over. Wait, use cooking. Use absolute, oh, he has it. Sack the rook. And he fights, sacking the rook on F6. This in fact will butter a queen. And you is going to take the lead in dramatic fashion. After he sacrificed the rook. F8 now played here in a desperate attempt here for Cub. As his clock is ticking. Queen check granted. Do you take this pawn? Yes, he does. 16 seconds now on Cub's clock. It is a brutal sequence. A brutal turn of events. The game looked all but even, but you found the tactic. And in a split second, the game was turned on its head. King goes here. Now down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Push the pawn forward. Yeah, you just need to honestly just start pushing B. You probably just push this pawn forward, no? Yeah, I guess you don't really gotta do anything there. King takes back, covers that pawn. And now you just start pushing P. You start pushing P, and this game is all but done said match, barring a brutal blunder and a crazy time scramble. Pawn push here. Rook slides over. Check is granted. The rook. Ooh, bring the king back here. Okay. You probably just push it. No. Oh, sacrificing the queen because the pawn's going to take back and promote right back to a queen. Nice tactical sequence here from you as Cub almost ran out of time there, but didn't quite run out of time there as he scrambled with the pawn there at the last second. And now he runs out of time here. And on move 42, it will be you moving on to the next round of the full Stripe Chess Tournament after a brilliant queen sacrifice. That was a nice find there, you. That was a very nice find. Everybody tell Cub GG's in the chat right now. Crazy find there, bro. Crazy find. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Everybody be sure to tell Cub GG's in the chat. Thanks for playing, Cub. GG's to you, though, buddy. Alright, you will be moving on to the second round to face off against the Titan Nick. You... It will be Cub getting the BX, unfortunately. Cub's tournament run will be coming to a screeching halt in this one. Alright. Alright, cool. Sweet. And coming up next, it will be Quill and Supra. Quill and Supra, I do have to run to the restroom real quick, so let me go ahead and bang that out real quick. And go ahead and tell me who you guys think is going to win this game. Who do you guys think is going to win this full Stripe Chess Tournament game? Will it be Quill, who will be granting Supra time odds, or will it be Supra? Go ahead and tell me. I'm going to go to the bathroom, BRB. Let me finish chewing. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, and Quill, you're required to give Super 1 minute timeout, so you gotta wait until there's 1 minute, or excuse me, 2 minutes on your clock before you can play your next few sets of moves. Roger, roger, capiche, capuche. Awesome. And those of you that are just joining us, welcome to the Full Stripe Chess Tournament. Please be sure to leave a like, and feel free to ask any questions about our tournament, how we run our tournaments, or how they go. Alright, Super and Quill, welcome to the third magic wheel spin of the day. Whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces. And for the third time today, guys, may the wheel be ever in your favor. Chat, start dropping your predictions now. Start blowing up the chat, guys. Those of you in the chat right now, who do you think is going to win this game? Quill will be having the white pieces, and we're watching from Quill's perspective. Right? We're watching from White's perspective. Yep. All right, cool. Pull you guys up real fast. And Super, I'm going to have you send the challenge to Quill whenever the time comes. Alrighty, Supra and Quill, welcome to Game 3 of the Full Stripe Chess Tournament. This is going to be a 3-minute Blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game's settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted or anything of the sort, you will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute bowl game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and Quill will be required to wait until there is 2 minutes on his clock before he can play his next few sets of moves. Quill, I will tell you this right now ahead of time. You may be forced to play at least 1 to 3 moves. I don't know if chess.com is going to auto-abort you in that time span, but if the auto-abort thing comes up, you have my permission to play another move. But you cannot start blitzing out moves and playing fast, all your setup and everything, until you have 2 minutes on your clock. Capiche, capuche? Awesome. Super will have the black pieces, Quill will have the white pieces, and if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and you two may begin. Best of luck, and may the best player win. What did we do to deserve chess, guys? Dude, did you guys see that they did like underwater chess at the freestyle event in South Africa? That was insane. I watched that. Hans Niemann won. Bro got thick lungs. Thank you, Supro. I agree. 2 honorable opponents doing battle. Da, da, da. Beautiful. Thank you for acknowledging, guys, and go ahead and get out of here. Good luck, you both, spelled Y-U. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for Game 3 of the Full Stripe Chess Tournament between Quill and Supra. Quill, playing with the white pieces, will be representing the Nigerian flag here today, as Supra will be playing with the black pieces and representing the Indian flag here today, as we have a Carl Khan defense on the board, the greatest opening ever. I cannot recommend it enough. The Carl Khan has literally saved me from Vietnam, the wars, anything you can possibly think of. It has literally, quite literally, saved my life so many times. One time I was stuck in a car, drowning underwater, and the Carl Khan came down and saved me, and it bailed me out of the car. It was absolute cinema. I cannot even begin to tell you how grateful I was, and I dedicated my life after that to playing the Carl Khan forever. True story, definitely not made up. And by the way, if you're wondering why Quill is waiting a little bit of time before playing his next move, we are requiring him to wait until there is 2 minutes on his clock before he can play his next few sets of moves. This is because there is an ELO difference in this game, and every time we have an ELO difference in our Full Stripe Chess tournaments, we do grant time odds. And now, he is coming up here he's coming up on 10 seconds left before he can play his next move. As the clock ticks down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway as the pawn now pushes forward here to the e5 square, and now Super immediately blitzes out here to the d5 square, and it is the glorious Carl Khan. Oh, every time I see it, it just makes me so happy. Knight now develops here. Quill comes in here with the bishop. I imagine you could probably bring the bishop over here eventually at some point too. These 1500 characters are brutal. Yeah, it's true. I was the car. Pawn push forward here, and now the knight takes right back. And now Super's king is extremely exposed. Ooh. Push. I think you're okay to push. I think you're okay. I think I just lost a temple for Quill. That is scary. As the queen goes all the way back. The queen literally went from here to here. Oh, it is quite a journey that queen went on. As the pawn is captured here. Pawn takes right back here for Quill. Supra wasting no time. And as a reminder too, if you guys didn't know, it is 3+2. Every time you make a move, you will get 2 seconds of added bonus time with every single time the piece slides anywhere on the board. Rook now slides over here. This pawn's under fire. There are no poison pawns over here in the vicinity, so you're not too worried about that. Queen now slides up here to defend that pawn. Bishop immediately comes in here to pin the knight to the queen, and now the pawn pushes forward here. Do you go ahead and take the knight? Yes, he does. The knight is captured. Do you take back with the queen? Absolutely. No questions asked. Now, I imagine Super will probably want to castle here momentarily. And that's exactly what he does. Now, if I'm Quill, I'm probably trying to get the knight into the game. Probably develop here, and I guess... you gotta be careful, though, because the rook's gonna come over here and pin the knight to the king, probably. The rook would go... Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, the rook would go here and pin the knight to the king. Roger? Cool. But instead, he does not play that. He slides the rook over here to c8. What is this man thinking? Castles is now on the board here for white. As Super now slides the rook over here, and the knight immediately jumps over here to the g3 square. Where's the bishop going to go? Is he going to slide back here? Is he going to go here? Is he going to be sacked for no reason? As chat quite literally is frozen in their seats, forgetting how to send messages. They have no idea what is happening. Nobody has said a single word yet in this game. I'm just kidding, chat. I love you guys. Pawn pushes forward here now for white. Where are we going to be going with this one? Rook now slides over. What on earth is... Ooh, I think I see his idea. Perhaps he's trying to push the pawn here eventually. Maybe. Perchance. Do you bring the... What if you brought the queen forward? What if you brought the queen forward, queen trade, and then you go... I don't know, here? No, he slides the queen... He slides the king up. I think that was just a waiting move there. As Quill is getting closer and closer to being even in time against Supra. Supra needs to continue to put pressure on Quill's clock as best as he can, but he also does not want to blunder, so he has to remain cool, calm, and collected and stay coordinated in this very, very tricky position. So much can transpire in these spots. As Super now... Oh, moves the rook. I don't know how to do anything. Moves the rook over here. Queen now slides down here. Oh, it is fascinating. It was remarkable. As the rook now exchanges for the other rook, queen will take right back on e1. The only thing that I guess you could have really done there. And, ooh, is this pawn hanging? Question mark, question mark. No, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not. There's a queen check looming. Queen check is looming. I think I gotta bring the king over first. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this might be crippling for Mr. Supra. It's a cold world, especially in the realm of chess. As now the pawn pushes forward here. What is this man thinking? As Supra now collects the pawn here. And it is checkmate. It is checkmate. The entire world had no idea what he was thinking, but Quill, a mastermind, a wizard at his craft, baits Super into taking this pawn. After pushing this pawn forward, and after Super does take this pawn here, checkmate is granted. The king cannot go here or here. The knight is covered and the pawn. Truly sensational. Congratulations, Quill. You are moving on to the second round of the full stride chess tournament. Everybody tell Super GG's in the chat. Everybody tell Super GG's in the chat. I'm not gonna lie, Super, I definitely would have taken that pawn too. I mean, you couldn't hear me, but in the stream I literally was like, ooh, free pawn. I wouldn't feel bad about that. Nice tactical procedure there, Quill. Good spot there with that mate. King got suffocated there. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Excellent. All right, and coming up next it will be Explore Chess and Brutus. Let's go ahead and pull up that magic wheel to decide who plays with white and who plays with black. Magic wheel is on screen. Oh my gosh, magic wheel is on screen, and we are watching from black's perspective in this one. And Brutus, you are required to give Explore Chess 1 minute timeouts as well. So you have to wait until there are 2 minutes on your clock before you can start playing the game, as you have seen in 2 of the first 3 games. Alrighty, Explore Chess and Brutus, welcome to the 4th magic wheel spin of the day. Whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces, and may the wheel be ever in your favor. And Brutus, I'm going to have you send the challenge to Explore Chess. And it will be Explore Chess playing with the white pieces, and we are watching from Brutus's perspective. Where you at? There you are. Alrighty, Brutus and Explore Chess, welcome to the final round to the final game of round 1 of the Full Stride Chess Tournament. This will be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted, or anything of the sort, you will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute bullet game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and Brutus will be required to wait until there are 2 minutes on his clock before he can start playing his moves. Brutus, as a note to you, you may be required to play 1 to 3 moves so chess.com doesn't auto-abort you from the game. If the auto-abort thing shows up and you will run out of time in the auto-abort before you get down to 2 minutes, you are okay with playing another move. You have my permission. But you're not allowed to play until you have 2 minutes on your clock. So with all that being said, guys, if you guys are ready to begin, please say acknowledge in the stream chat. Get out of here, and may the best player win. Best of luck to you too. Kind of got my words backwards there. Oh well. Oh, it is beautiful. I lack knowledge. Dude, that makes 2 of us. I lack knowledge too. Don't review my game too. I'm reviewing every game, bro. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for the final match of round 1 of the Full Stride Chess Tournament between Explore Chess and Brutus. Brutus will be playing with the black pieces here today, as Explore Chess will be playing with the white pieces today. And Brutus is going to be required to wait until there is 2 minutes on his clock before he can start playing his next few sequences of moves. There is a possibility that the auto-abort sign will come up on chess.com, so he may be required to play 1 more move so the game doesn't abort him. But until he has 2 minutes on his clock, he cannot start playing this game. Explore Chess is a very, very stellar player in the Full Stride Chess tournaments. Don't even think about taking his gameplay for granted, because I have seen him do heroic things that few players couldn't even comprehend. And Brutus has yet to win a Full Stride Chess tournament. He has gotten close so many times, falling in dramatic fashion here and there. But this time around, he is looking to silence all doubt, all hate, and claim this tournament as his own. In the Full Stride Chess tournament, as now he is at 2 minutes, and the knight now develops here to f6. We have a Petrov's defense on the board. Ideally, you probably want to take this pawn. Yes, he does. And after the pawn pushes here, you just immediately go right back. And after the knight takes here, you slide the queen down. Queen's going to slide up here. Pushes pawn forward. Knight's going to come back here. You take. Bishop takes. Push pawn. Develop castles, and you probably don't want to go there, but it's fine. Castles here now. Knight develops here, and now the bishop comes in here. Oh my god, it's an absolute slurry. Pawn pushes here now to h6. We see a takes. Petrov's defense, Kozio attack. Bishop now comes in here. Yeah, there. LOL. Pawn pushes forward here now. I don't know what that move is doing. I think I just blundered a pawn. Oh my god, Explore Chess has hung a pawn as the knight will take. Knight will take back, and then the bishop will take. But instead, Brutus does not in fact spot it. And Exploring Chess finds the correct move in just a mere nick of time. Do you bring the bishop down here? I don't know if you want to trade the bishop pair, but that's exactly what he does. If the pawn pushes here, do you bring the bishop back? If the pawn pushes here, do you bring the bishop back? No. The rook now comes over here to the d8 square. I imagine pressure will mount very quickly. Knight now develops in here. Bishop immediately takes. The pawn will take right back with no hesitation. Pawn pushes here now to the d4 square. Knight now jumps in here to the e4, putting a little bit of pressure in the position, it would seem. Rook now slides up here to the e7 square. Bishop doesn't waste any time taking the piece. Oh my god! And now, pawn takes back, and now it appears that Brutus' structure does in fact be a little bit cooked. You gotta push the pawn. Only move, only move, only move, only move, only move. And Exploring Chess does in fact find pawn push. Bishop wasting no time. Oh my god. But that's still gonna hang a pawn. You have to bring the rook over here now. You have to bring the rook over here. Defend this final pawn. I shouldn't say final pawn, but this pawn that's still one of the last few standing. And now, another pawn push. Oh, it is excruciatingly painful for Exploring Chess. I think you actually have to bring the rook back here. If rook... Oh! 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 Exploring Chess is in his bag! Takes! Oh, it's excruciatingly painful now for exploring chess. There's nothing between these 2 pawns. 2 pawns in a dream. I think this game is completely and utterly over now, as now a fork is on the board. Oh, it is brutal. It is rough. It is forced drive chess. As the king now takes back here, pawn will push here now. Move 29, d2 played, and now exploring chess in a desperate attempt. So I tries to push the pawn forward here. Rook e1, check granted. Oh my god. And now the king's gonna come down here, and then the queen's gonna get promoted. Oh, it is really bad now. I think you can go... There's a forced mate here somewhere. Where is it? Actually, I don't think there is. Hey, I guess you can go here. Oh, wait, yeah. British fight's the right idea. This will be forced. I should go. You are literally going this way. I am literally dumb. As explore chess sacks the rook on g7! There's nothing he can do. It's over. You gotta push the pawn here. I think that's the only thing that doesn't stop it, right? Yeah? Yep. Push the pawn forward here. Queen pre-moves over here, takes. Rook comes in with check. And space is running out here for the white king as Brutus slides the queen in here to c4, delivering checkmate with a fatal blow, forcing the king into a spot of no return. Congratulations, Brutus. You are moving on to the next round of the Full Stripe Chess Tournament. Everybody be sure to tell Exploring Chess GG's in the chat. Everybody be sure to tell Exploring Chess GG's in the chat. We all show good sportsmanship here. And yeah. Everybody be nice. Alright, so that's going to conclude round 1 of the Full Stripe Chess Tournament. GG's to everybody. I need to actually move Bruce's name up here. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. GG's. GG's to all. Alright. You and Nick. Nick, I might up it to 1 minute 30 seconds. Are you okay with that? 1 minute 30 seconds in the time odds? I want to ask you before I conduct this. And you, I want to make sure you're okay with it too. Just because I want the game to be a little more entertaining. No offense to you. You still a really good strong player, but Nick is crazy, bro. Crazy with his skill set with chess. Is that cool with you guys? Good game. All the high elo guys are cleaning up. Yeah. I have to start distributing lower time odds. Alright, okay, you says, yep. Nick, are you cool with that too? You have to wait until there's 1 minute 30 on your clock. Is that alright with you? You think it was still competitive? Well, the reason being is the reason why I'm doing it is because you is lower. Like, he's lower elo than Mongo. Like, that game was still competitive, but, like, I think you can let go of the time odds. Alright, fine. 1 minute. You guys go 1 minute? I don't really blame Nick. Like, Nick keeps receiving the most absurd of nerfs, bro. We have to nerf Nick these days. Nick's too good, bro. Oh, in a perfect world, we'd have like 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600 tournament, and then 1000, 1000, 800, 800, blah, blah, blah. As we have already played without it. Okay. All right, so 1 minute. 1 minute's cool. I'm going to do 1 minute. Comprende? All right, fair enough. All right, touche, Nick, touche. What's up, Ash? How are you? Is 1 minute good? Can you guys please confirm? 1 minute is good. Nick, I have to keep nerfing you, bro. I have to have my time scramble contents. You're ready without it, okay. So no timeouts for you? Alright, fine. No timeouts for you. Alrighty. Nick and you, welcome to the 5th Magic Wheel Spin of the day. Whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces, and... Yeah, fair enough. Alright, one minute. Please note, Nick will be waiting until there are 2 minutes on his clock. Okay? Roger? Cool. The stream's delayed, so you guys are going to have to be here for a second. Alright, Nick and you, welcome to the 5th Magic Wheel Spin of the day. It will be whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces. And we are watching from White's perspective in this one. And may the wheel be ever in your guys' favor. And Nick, I'm going to have you send the challenge to you. And we'll be Nick playing with the white pieces in this bout. Pull you up real quick. Alrighty, Nick and you, welcome to game 1 of round 2 of the Full Drive Chess Tournament. This is going to be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time in the event that a game's settings are not properly set up. The game is aborted or anything of the sort. You will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute bowl game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and Nick will be required to wait until there is 1 minute off his clock, so 2 minutes technically still on his clock before he can start playing the position. And if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and you two may begin. Best of luck to you two, and may the best player win. Somebody fill Ash in. Somebody give Ash the highlights of that previous game. Nick is white. Nick, you have the white pieces. You has the black pieces. Nick, white pieces. You, black pieces. All right, somebody brief Ash on the previous game. That game was crazy. You're probably looking at that crazy mate that happened. I have to start commentating this game though. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 1 of round 2 of the Full Drive Chess Tournament between Nick and you. Nick will be playing with the white pieces in this bout, as you will be representing the black pieces in this bout. The winner of this game will be moving on to the Full Drive Chess Championship match, and Nick will be required to wait until there are 2 minutes on his clock before he can start playing moves in this position. This is because we have an ELO difference. Every time we have an ELO difference, we give the other opponent time odds, time odds to the lower ELO player. And Nick, being a good sport, will be waiting until that happens. And I will say, Nick has the most Full Drive Chess Championships in our history. He currently has 4, and he will be looking to be the first one to achieve 5. Can he pull this off? And can he clinch utter glory in our Full Drive Chess Tournament format? As you, on the other side of the board, will be looking to emerge victorious in his first ever Full Drive Chess Tournament Only one can advance, though, and who will it be? As we now drop down to 2 minutes, and Nick immediately slides the knight forward here to f3. Knight comes here to c6 here for you. You would waste no time taking that pawn after the push, and now the knight takes back. Does you go ahead and take this knight? No, he does not. Knight's probably going to take here, and this is a pretty fundamental Sicilian setup here. This is a Taimanov variation. It's a pretty fundamental stuff. Bishop now comes in here. Thank you, Ash. Ash just told me I'm a good commentator. You just made my day. You're so nice, bro. I think you're cool too. Knight now comes in here to the d2 square. Gotta have a little energy in these games, bro. Chess commentators are always boring, bro. I hate watching chess. Commentators, I should say. We gotta add a little spice to the chess world. Knight wasting no time taking that piece. Bishop's going to take right back. Yes, it does. The knight is still covering this pawn, so the knight cannot immediately take back. This pawn is pushed forward here in an attempt to get the bishop on the b7 square. Showdown coming down here with the X-ray vision. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Nick doing a great job with development here, as well as maintaining his time. Castle's now here for Nick. And now you sliding the bishop forward. I honestly really like that move. Get the bishop out, free your king up to castle, and then go from there. Now you got to keep in mind too, this fly was completely open right now. Perhaps down the stretch here, you could move the rook over here at some point. But first, I'd probably go ahead and get, no, my word, the pawn strikes on h5. You is sending the cavalry forward. The pawn was just catapulted on a literal catapult. As Nick responds with a pawn push of his own. Going here to h3. Now, what does you do here? If I'm you, I'm now officially scared to castle. I think castling's very scary because this is, like, very exposed. And also, you're going to remove a defender on this pawn, and we're just going to take back, and then the queen's going to take, and everything's going to be looking really rough, really fast. So, gonna have to be careful about that. They need FS to call a Magnus game. Oh, that would be glorious, dude. That is my dream. If I ever called a Magnus game, I would actually, you guys would actually see me cry. Oh my God, it's Magnus. He's so good. I love it. No, I wouldn't. I promise. I totally wouldn't do that. Now pawn pushes here. I guess an attempt to defend this pawn. Honestly, I feel like that move is reasonable. One thing that does do though, after you push this pawn forward, the bishop is now pinning the knight to the rook. That is something you're going to have to take into account as we progress in this game. Now, castling would honestly feel like the easy way out of this type of situation, but there's other maneuvers here too, as now Nick is taking a little bit of a think here. What exactly should he do here? Maybe in some instances you could slide the queen over here. Then again, the bishop is pinning the pawn to the queen, so there's pressure coming down here. He does vouch to push the pawn. Whoa, 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 the board just glitched. I think you can just slide the queen over here. Bishop now comes in here. Does Nick go ahead and take this bishop here? If he does take that bishop, it will be double pawns there on the c5 square. You is putting on a stellar performance in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Well done here so far from this very solid competitor. But he still has points to prove, as we are currently on move 12 and Nick's time continues to dwindle by the mere matter of seconds. Is it going to be an excruciating loss here for Nick? You should waste no time. He does not. He takes the bishop here. Pawn's going to immediately take right back. And now the knight is no longer pinned to the rook, and the king can probably honestly just go ahead and castle and get to safety. There's nothing stopping the king from castling here. Now, ooh, but instead he pushes the pawn forward. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! What is you thinking? You does not even care what moves are right and what moves are wrong. And I honestly couldn't tell you either or. But he's going for the throat. He's going for the kill. Now the knight jumps in here. Horsey stable has been set up on the d5 square. Queen now slides up here. Where is Horsey stable gonna go? This pawn appears to be hanging. Knight jumping forward here, attacking the queen and the bishop. Queen coolly and calmly slides up. But that blundered everything as you now collects the rook, and it does appear that you is going to win this game. Nick has no time to waste. You still has to answer questions. Nick is going to be firing pieces on all cylinders here. Pawn push is granted. Do not move the queen here. Yes, good call. Bishop is covering. Oh, this is going to be quite the drama. Quite a dramatic finish is loading here. Yu knows he is winning, and he is taking his time, as he rightfully should, in a very tricky spot like this. The only thing stopping him from advancing to the full stride chess championship is himself, currently. As the rook now slides over here to the g8 square. Bishop wasting no time sliding up to the e4 square. I imagine the bishop just go ahead and take. I would just go ahead and take. Actually, I don't think I would take, actually, because then the knight gets here, and then that's really scary. I don't really like looking at that. The queen takes back. Now it's going to jump in here, and you're going to have to be very, very cautious. There is a fork here. Oh, wait, I don't think there's any way to get out of that, actually. Oh, my gosh. Wait, if you slide the queen forward, that's going to go here. Wait a gosh darn second. Did Nick just get a get-out-of-jail-free card, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my word, he finds the miracle move. King slides over to d8. Now the knight jumps in. Queen is under fire. The queen is going to be forced to move. Where exactly is this queen going to go? All the way forward here to d5, as now check is granted here from the knight. Nick's clock continues to tick. A truly spectacular performance here from Yu, regardless of the result, as the rook comes in here now. Nick with 10 seconds on his clock. Rook check is granted. But the rooks are covering this checkmating threat. How do you go ahead? How do you finish this game off? How does Yu defeat Nick here? Do you bring the queen down? I think you could just bring the queen down. If the queen goes here, yes, checkmate's going to be looming. And not really, because the queen's still covering that square. And now Yu is officially in the red. He does not have time to spare. Check is given. What? Yu sacrifices the rook, but Nick doesn't want that rook. The rook is not a very good-looking piece, it would seem to Mr. Nick. Oh, this is cruciating. 1 second on Nick's clock. 0.2 seconds on his clock. He slides the king down. Oh, it is a miracle. A miracle on all fronts. The queen now slides over here. Queen's going to go ahead and take. Nick with 1 second on his clock slides the king up here. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. 1 second. Push the pawn forward here with 1.2 seconds on his clock. Check is granted. Yu's going to go ahead and collect the pawn. We are in a complete and utter time scramble right now. There is no time to waste. 10 seconds now on Yu's clock. Pawn push is here. Pawn push now. King slides forward. I think you give check. And that is exactly what happens. Check is granted. You gotta slide the king up, the only move on the board. Check is granted again. Is there some other mate here? No, there's not. The rook's gonna go ahead and take. 5 seconds now on Nick's clock. Oh, this is going to be this is insane. This is insanity. This is sheer and utter insanity. 3 seconds now on Yu's clock. He pushes the pawn forward. Rook slides up. With 1 second on Yu's clock. And Yu, after one of the craziest and most sensational performances I have ever seen in my days, runs out of time on move 42, falling to Nick in this game. Yu, at one point in this game, was 0.2 seconds away from winning this game. Nick pulled off a miracle of sorts. It was sensational. Where was it? It was somewhere here. Right here. This move right here. Nick got down to 0.2 seconds and played king to f1, saving him. And Yu is still winning in this spot. Yeah, you did play the right move here. I think you played queen d3 after that, yeah. But somehow, some way, Nick escapes the crazy upset attempt from Yu. And we'll be moving on to the next round of the Full Strap Chess Tournament. Everybody be nice to Yu and tell him GG's. That was one of the craziest attempts for an upset I have seen. I cannot believe Nick escaped that. Nick, congratulations, bro. That was a crazy, crazy time scramble there. Well done, just in the nick of time, finishing that game off. And now timeouts are officially going to be negated now, going forward. I don't think any of these players will need timeouts against each other. Oh, what a game that was. You guys provide us with absolute cinema. Truly impressed. Truly honored to be graced in the presence of your guys' chess. Now we're going to open the game review up and it's going to be like 3,000 blunders, but who cares, bro? Chess is chess without game review. What? Okay, here. Okay, Nick. And then Quill and Brutus are coming up next. All right, guys. Chat, let's go ahead and start dropping those predictions now. I'm going to go ahead and post a poll in the chat real quick. Start a poll. Who will win this game? Oh, what? Where did my chat go? My chat just went poof. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Where'd my chat go? And it appears chat has completely vanished from the face of the earth. Dog, what? There it is. Okay. Alright, hang on. Let me post this poll real quick. Who advances to face Nick? Brutus or Quill? Brutus and Quill. I'm gonna have Brutus in the challenge. I go Quill. His name sounds cool. Quill does have a cool name. I agree. All right, poll is up. Go ahead and start dropping your predictions now, guys. All right. What? Wait, what is happening? Why is it on that screen? There it goes. Okay. All right, and we have our first finalist in the Full Strive Chess Tournament. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up that magic blue to see who our second Full Strive Chess Tournament finalist will be. And we are watching from Black's perspective in this next game. And Brutus and Quill, welcome to the final match of round 2 of the Full Strive Chess Tournament. The winner of this match will be moving on to face off against Nick in the championship match for all glory. And for the 6th time today, may the wheel be ever in your favor. All right, Nick, I also take back everything I said about the timeouts thing. I take it all back. You win. You win. That was insanity. All right, here's one of the white pieces. We're watching from Quill's perspective. Excelente. All right, chat. I expect earlier to be absolutely going bananas during this game. We need absolute cinema in the chat for this bout. All right, where is Brutus? Brutus, there you are. All right, Brutus and Quill, welcome to game 2 of round 2 of the Full Strive Chess Tournament. The winner of this match will be moving on to the championship match. And guys, this is going to be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game's settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted or anything of the sort, you will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute ball game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and start your game. Best of luck to you two, and may the best player win. Which one has the higher win rate? Brutus is like 500 elo below me, and he beats me all the time. Quill's a little bit higher, but Brutus is more than capable of winning this game. And Quill is also extremely more than capable of winning this game. This game could go either way. I honestly do not know who's going to win this game. Both players are very, very solid. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for the final match of round 2 of the Full Strive Chess Tournament between Quill and Brutus. Quill will be representing the black pieces in this game, as Brutus will be representing the white pieces in this game. And we have an Alpine Sicilian defense on the board, and this position tends to get tricky in a very short amount of time, as the pawn push here now is given. Pawn push forward here now to e5. Where exactly is Quill going to go? He pushed the pawn forward here to a6. I do believe this is all theory, all mainline stuff. Good stuff here so far from these two very strong players. Pawn pushes here now. And by the way, those of you who may be watching this game later, this will be the final match to decide who faces off against Nick in the championship match of the Full Strive Chess Tournament. 3-minute blitz, +2. Single elimination. Queen now slides up here. Bishop slides up here for Brutus now. Brutus is going to be looking to castle here. Quill can't quite get the knight out just yet. You don't want to go here because the bishop will take here. He does push the pawn though. If the pawn takes, I imagine you probably just take right back with the knight. Yep, take right back with the knight. And then if the bishop comes in here, you probably just push. No. Brutus has to push the pawn forward here, as the pawn is immediately responded to with a push here from black to b5. Pawn push here now. What do you do here? I don't know. Would you want it? Ooh. He vouches the castle. I was going to say, if takes, rook takes, queen takes. I don't know if you want your queen on that side of the board, but Brutus does not even do that. He just goes ahead and castles, plays the safe move. I don't blame him in the slightest. The pressure in these tournaments is like no other. Seconds turn into centuries. Wait. Minutes will turn, or wait. Hours will turn into minutes. Minutes will turn into seconds. And seconds will decide the fate of many in our very extreme full strive chess tournament. B4 not granted here on move 15. Now we see a push here with the pawn to e5 play here by Quill. Brutus wasting no time taking that piece right back. The knight will go ahead and take, and I imagine the knight will take right back here with the... With... I don't think that takes with tempo. No, he does not take here. I honestly like that move. I think that move is more than reasonable. Slide the bishop down here. If knight takes, then the bishop gets a little more tempo. That's what it is. Okay, so, but Quill finds a very sneaky move, sliding the knight in here to attack the bishop here. Nick rules. I concur with this statement. Knight's going to go ahead and, or the pieces are going to go ahead and exchange right here. Now the queen slides up here for Mr. Quill. Bishop slides in here now to h2. I don't really know what that move even does. King slides over here to h1. Bishop comes back. Okay, I guess he was trying to get the king over there to h1. What could Quill possibly be scheming up in this spot? I have no inkling what exactly that move does. Oh my word, and now there is a threat looming here. Oh, wait. Perhaps Quill is trying to force the king into the corner to put all his pieces firepower on the position. Oh! There are at least 30 sniper rifles pointed at the white king right now in its general direction. But Brutus still has ways he can defend this. But how exactly do you navigate? Oh my, as he slides the knight over and check is granted. You can now come in here with the bishop? Oh, it is sensational. Do you sack the bishop here? No, discover check. Oh, the saving grace to stop checkmate is moving the knight forward, but the rook will fall off the board, and Quill is off to a very early lead in this one. Brutus taking the piece right back after his rook was captured. Dead to rights, forced into a corner, and said, "Give me all your money!" And they took the money and the rook, as now the queen slides up here. Oh, there's a threat here now. The knight is pinned to the king. I don't think there's any way to stop this. There's no way to stop this. Oh, it is painful. Oh, it is Brutus. I think you have to sack the queen here. What the friggity frick? Brutus is beside himself. He cannot believe what has just transpired. The only move to stop checkmate is sacking the queen. King takes and then sacking the bishop. But then all your pieces are going to fall. But instead of all that, Brutus will resign on move 27 with honor, falling to the devastating attack from Quill in this bout. And it will be Quill moving on to the final match of the Full Stride Chess Tournament, taking down the Titan Brutus in this match. Everybody be sure to tell Brutus GG's in the chat. Everybody please be sure to show good sportsmanship. He can just sack bishop. I thought he could sack the bishop there. Let's take a gander, shall we, folks? I want to see. Quill was insane that game. I'm pretty sure there was a bishop sack here somewhere. Where was it? Knight jumps in. Yeah, and that move right there. I think you had to move. I think you could have had, or yeah, I guess you could have taken there. Let's take the analysis. But once you either take, play bishop f1. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Bishop f1, the knight cannot take because the queen's covering, and obviously the rook can't take now. But when you move the knight over, the knight and the rook are attacking the square. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, the knight slid over here. We see takes, bishop check, and I'm pretty sure, I think it was here. I don't think you can sack there, can you? Oh, you can't sack there. I don't think you can take either. If you take, it's forced, right? What's the threat? Queen g3? Yeah, there's no stopping that. Oh, that is insane, bro. Bishop f3, the only move. What? Yeah, bishop f3, the only move. Knight h1? That's insane, bro. But either or. After a nasty attack, yeah, the only move. Can you wait? It says bishop d3. Oh, you could have just played bishop d3. Yeah, okay. And then after queen g1, king can escape. but can you go check? No, because then you just sack the bishop again. No, you can go to king d1. Oh, you can go king d1 because the knight covers. Dang. Dang, guys. Absolute cinema. GG's, you two. GG's. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and update the bracket real quick. You guys better have said GG's to Brutus. Everybody better have been nice and said GG's to Brutus. I swear, I'm going to come find you guys. Alright, Quill will be moving on to the championship match, and it will be Quill and Nick fighting for glory in this bout. No, knight takes pawn. Alright, we're going to have to take another peek at it later. Alright. Quill. Alright, and coming up next, it's Quill and Nick. Alright, Quill and Nick, I need you guys to give me absolute fireworks. I'm going to be commentating this with every last fiber of my being. I need absolute fireworks, absolute cinema. You guys need to bring your absolute best to this game. Alright? Chat, go ahead and start dropping your predictions now. Okay. And after this game, guys, we are going to go ahead and switch over to my Shorts live stream to see how exactly that goes, to review all the games. So anybody who tunes in, I'm going to review the games for about 30 minutes probably, just to see how the Shorts stream goes. And yeah. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and pull up that magic wheel for the final match of the Full Strive Chess Tournament. And we're going to put Nick on that wheel. And Nick and Quill, welcome to the final magic wheel spin of the day. Whoever the wheel lands on will be playing with the white pieces. And we are watching from White's perspective as well. And may the wheel be ever in your favor. So far, chat's got Quill. And it will be Quill playing with the white pieces. Holy smokes. Quill getting lucky out here, getting all the white pieces. Alright. This is going to be an absolute duel of the fates. I cannot wait for this one. Alright. Chat, make sure you guys are making noise during this game. And Nick, I'm going to have you send the challenge to Quill. Nick and Quill, welcome to the championship match of the Full Strive Chess Tournament. This is going to be a 3-minute blitz game with 2 seconds of added bonus time. In the event that a game's settings are not properly set up, the game is aborted, or anything of the sort, you will both be subject to an immediate 2-minute bullet game with no bonus time. I kindly ask that you both wait 5 seconds before playing your first move each, and if you two are ready to begin, please say I acknowledge in the stream chat, exit the stream, and start your game. Best of luck to you two, and may the best player win. Quill's just a chill guy. Thank you for acknowledging, sir. Guys, let's make some noise. We need some noise. Let's up the tempo in here. Our tournaments are like no other. The championship match should be absolute cinema. In chat and on the board everywhere. Like we're in the Super Bowl right now. This is the Super Bowl. Thank you for acknowledging, you two. Good luck. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for the championship match of the Full Strive Chess Tournament between Quill and Nick. These two players are some of our most solid and exceptional players in the Full Strive Chess Tournament, and they will be looking to claim glory in this format, winning the most prestigious tournament in the entire chess community. But only one can do it. And we have a Sicilian defense on the board. One player will be achieving glory and the other player will be achieving absolute and utter heartbreak in the worst possible fashion. Quill not moving the knight in here to the f3 square. Pressure is crazy work. Oh my word. And Nick appears to have won a pawn. It appears Nick has won a pawn after a blunder tactic here early on from Quill. But instead, he takes the pawn back. Oh my word. Quill with a tactical maneuver only the gods could have comprehended. The chess gods. pawn push here. What on earth is Nick even scheming up here? I think you have to take here. Oh my word, and now Quill appears to be up a pawn. I think you have to take here. I don't think you have a choice. I think you have to take here. Nick is beside himself. Is there any way you can play here? No, because queen would take, king would be forced to take, and then bishop takes, pawn's doubled. You don't want that. That would be very, very bad. That would cause confusion and delay in the position. If anyone gets that reference, you are a G. Thomas the Tank Engine. Look it up. Queen takes d5 on move 10 was the last move that was played. Nick just goes ahead and castles here. Honestly, I feel like that move is more than valid in a spot like this. Nick is beside himself right now. He appeared to have won a piece there. Oh my word, and now there appears to be a tactic here. Can Nick spot this tactic here? No, the bishop comes in here. Was there even a tactic there? Who knows? Chat just said, imagine if we get a draw. If we get a draw, I will literally go bananas as the knight now slides over here. It appears that this pawn is hanging. But he doesn't want the free pawn. It is all good. Pawns are ugly. Who wants a pawn? Bishop now slides back here to defend this very glorious pawn. Knight comes in here now to the c6 square. And now the bishop with a desperate jump forward, attacking the rook here on the d8 square. The rook is going to be forced to move. Or perhaps you could push the pawn here. But if you push the pawn here, the bishop's line of sight will be completely and utterly blocked. So perhaps you do not want to do that. Rook will slide forward here. Pawn push here, played here by Quill. This game could go either way. But at the current moment, it does appear Quill is maintaining the lead with a 1 point of material lead. How exactly is Nick to navigate this? The knight jumps over here. That is the move that he landed with. I guess attacking the bishop here. Rook now slides over here for Quill to the d1 square. Both players are doing pretty good on time. Nick is a little bit lower on time. I will say this. I am a very, very bad blitz player, and time is literally of the essence, even in 3+2. Nick, wasting no time, goes ahead and takes. Oh, but Quill takes with the bishop. Quite a fascinating procedure here. Can you bring the bishop in here? Is there any world where you can bring the bishop in here? No, the knight jumps in here. The pawn's under attack. I imagine you're going to have to push the pawn here. And then you go here. I don't even know what that move does. No, you can't. The bishop's covering. Duh. Silly fool strive. Knight c4, previous move played. We're on move 18. Pawn pushes here to b3. The knight is under attack. Where is the knight to go? The knight will either be forced to retreat or press the attack. Ooh. But instead, Nick pushes the pawn forward. I think Quill can just sack here. Can Quill just sack here? No, he doesn't. He slides the bishop all the way back. Understandable. And then again, if you did sack, you would have double pawns. Because the pawn would take it and the pawns would be like here. Nick now slides the knight back. And Nick is down a whopping 1 minute on the clock right now. Bishop comes in here, putting a little more pressure. Ooh, and Nick finds a very clutch move, pushing the pawn forward. Bishop is now forced to slide up here. And another pawn is pushed forward. And the bishop is losing tempo. No, it's not. Bishop comes here. If the bishop takes, knight's going to take, and pressure is going to be coming on that bishop. Oh, wait. I think this pawn is hanging. Chat, I repeat, I think the pawn is hanging. Does Nick spot it? He has 45 seconds on his clock. He does, in fact, spot it. It does appear to be a free gift here from Quill. A Christmas gift delivered early. Bishop now comes up here to a3, attacking the knight. What is the knight to do? There is a multitude of options that you could have in this spot. Perhaps you could either, probably, maybe in some instances, slide here. I mean, the bishop would probably, I don't know, I guess you could go here. Oh well. I meant here, or perhaps here. I don't know. Nick does slide the knight over here after using 21 seconds of his precious time. Oh no. Does Nick even have enough time to convert this? Like even if he does get an advantage, like he gets 2 seconds of bonus time every time he makes a move, so he's going to be forced to scramble here very shortly. Like a time scramble is almost guaranteed here for Nick. Now the rook slides over here to d1. Bishop wasting no time, just goes ahead and takes. Knight check. And I think you just want to go ahead and get pieces off the board. And that's exactly what he does. He takes here. Now the bishop probably maybe slides down here. Ooh. Oh, that might be a bad move though. Check granted. If you go here. Oh no. Oh no. And now there's too much pressure on this bishop. The rook comes over here though. And I guess, do you slide the rook back? 7 seconds on next clock. Quill is up an entire piece of material. Nick is pushing the king with all of his might. A tenacious attempt. Pawns are going to start crumbling off the board, one by one. I don't believe there's anything Nick can do here. He's down. An arm and a leg in this position. King slides forward. Pawn push. Okay. Capturing some of the pawns. Nick doing a good job with piece coordination. Taking the piece. I think he actually wanted to push the pawn here. Okay. In some instances, there is still hope. Sometimes there is still hope. But as time continues to tick, hope appears to be going out the window. King slides forward. Pawn push. Oh. Rook check is granted. Oh, it is excruciatingly painful here, as Quill will capture the remainder of Nick's pieces in this spot. And it doesn't even appear that he wants to promote. He doesn't even want to promote. Oh, the level of disrespect. I shouldn't even say disrespect. This is pretty fundamental. King's not going to slide back here. In what world is it even possible for a draw here? King slides over here. Rook comes up. King slides over. You're probably going to promote to a queen. Queen is promoted. Do you go check? No, you come in with a knight. Whew, getting a little spicy with it, are we? King now slides down here. And Quill is a mere matter of a few moves away from winning the Forced Drive Chess Tournament, his second ever. Queen now slides down here to the h5 square. King is sliding back. Check is granted here from the rook on d3. King now forced to slide back here. Queen comes down here with check. King slides down here to e1. Check is granted once again. Rook slides down. King slides over. And checkmate will be granted on move 66. One single move away from the glorious 6-7, but unfortunately to no avail, as Quill delivers checkmate with the rook on a1, claiming victory in the Forced Drive Chess Tournament and defeating the worthy, the stellar Nick in this Forced Drive Chess Tournament. Pain, brutal reality, learning experiences, victory, all one of the many emotions that you suffer in these tournaments. But it will be Quill who is our victor. And GG's to Nick. Everybody be sure to tell Nick GG's in the chat right now. Nick, very worthy performance here in this bout. GG's to you, buddy. And Quill, you know the drill. Go ahead and send me your info, how you want me to send me your payment. Yeah, you guys played insane, dude. Whew, I can't wait to review this game. But GG's to you, brother. GG's. Let me go ahead and update the bracket real fast. Fun tournament, guys. GG's, everybody. And we got done before 1 p.m. my time, so nicely done, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and switch the stream over here in a second. So, guys, please be sure to come right back over here and watch the game with us. All right, so check mark here. And unfortunately, Nick will be receiving the X. GG's, Nick. Yeah, everybody, please, everybody tell Nick GG's. Nick put on a crazy performance in that one. I'm very curious to explore how that game exactly went down in terms of 3000 ELO review. All right, download. Ugh. And thank you guys all for watching the Forced Drive Chess Tournament. We are immediately going to slide over to the review section, though, so everybody bear with me. Final bracket. What is today? 12/5/2025. Excellent stuff, everybody. GG's to all. All right, let me go ahead and post this. Okay. Twelve, 5, 2025. Oops. All right. Excelente, excelente. Don't review my game, FS. It's crap. Dude, I don't like reviewing my games either, but we all gotta learn, guys. Come on. Nobody wants me to review their games, but guys, like, let's be real. Like, it's embarrassing to look at your games if you played bad. But let's be real. Let's be real. Let's all have a brutal reality check, myself included. I'm gonna reality check myself. It takes honor and self-awareness to be able to swallow your pride and go back and look at the games that costed you and what could potentially cost you even more down the road. Right? That was not as good as I wanted it to be, but it's fine. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this stream. Wait, actually, hang on. I need to do the thumbnail real quick. You guys get a look at my fun thumbnails. You guys want? Wait, guys, look, sneak peek at stick your face in the snow thumbnail. What do you guys think of this? Sneak peek at stick your face in the snow. Video goes up tomorrow at 9 a.m. CST, Central Standard American Time. Little sneak peek. I literally stuck my face in the snow, by the way, for anybody doubting me. All right, but I need to update this real quick. How do I do this? All right, bring this up here, bring this up here. I'm gonna grab this. Where is it? Grab this. Bring this over here. Delete. Whoa. There we go. Okay. And go ahead and pull up the sunglasses. Thank you guys all for watching. Not that I haven't said that 12 times already. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I make it look pretty? How do I make it look pretty? Super, I'm switching to shorts. I'm switching to shorts, all right? So you of all people better be in the shorts. I'm just gonna put chest up here. It looks not as good to me, but whatever. Ungroup. Okay. And Quill, be sure to send me the Wall of Fame photo and how you want me to send your payment. Group. Everybody is forced to watch their game review. Okay. All right, awesome. So let me go ahead and pull up the docs. Bye, Mrs. Mongo. Thank you for watching. Everybody say bye to my mom. The recording now too. Okay, docs. Vertical scenes add, vertical sources add. This needs to come down here. Okay. I think all systems are go. Alright, guys. I'm switching over to the shorts. What? Wait 2 minutes? What is going on? It's timeout for me. Yo, who won? Quill did. Alright, I'm turning off the stream and we're switching over to the short stream. Alright? Adios, homies. I'll see you guys in a bit.